here at Dragontail Tarot. My name is Ariel and welcome to the live stream, whether you are joining us live tonight or watching this afterwards. Hope you have had a great week. This is going to be our evening of mini readings for all of our 12 signs regarding love and romance. Let's see what messages Spirit is bringing through for each one of our 12 zodiac signs. I am an astrologer, I am a tarot reader, so I do bring a little bit of both into my readings. If you have not been here with me before, thank you so much for joining me. It is always wonderful to have new folks come into the channel, so if you enjoy what you see, please do hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and also give it that thumbs up, that Dragon Claw up. Let me know that you enjoy the content that is on this channel. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. Tonight I will be doing readings for all 12 of our zodiac signs. Those will be general readings for each 12 signs, Aries through Pisces, and I will be opening up the chat after I do those for a few personal questions for any of those who are interested in that. It is a $10 minimum donation that can either be donated through my PayPal link in the description box or through the super chat option here on YouTube. I do have one person already in that list if she is in the chat tonight, and I will be taking a few more after that as much as I have energy to do so. So let's go ahead, guys, and look at our astrology chart for tonight and kind of get a theme for the week ahead. I really like the energies that are going on here, I must say. Most of them feel quite good. There's certainly a few things that are disjointed, but there's also a lot of things that are really in a good place. Love does tend to be very dreamy right now. This week ahead especially, Venus is in our deep, mysterious, intense sign of Scorpio. So love is very passionate, it's intense, it's investigative. It can bring up those themes of jealousy or possessiveness sometimes, so do watch out for that. And it is in a trine aspect to Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, which is also currently stationed in Pisces. So boy, does this bring a magical, mystical, dreamy, creative quality to our love life this week. Yes, it may be very deep, intense, and investigative, but it is also very beautiful, very spiritual. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you consider a soulmate, you will feel that growing, you will feel that soul connection becoming stronger. And if you're looking for love and new connections, it's very possible to find someone that you connect with on a very deep spiritual, psychological, and emotional basis. The sun, of course, has just started its journey through Libra, 2 degrees of Libra, conjunct with Mars at 6 degrees of Libra. So Mars and the sun are moving right along together. That brings us a lot of energy, a lot of dynamism, a little extra aggression. People might be a little more rude, a little bit less on their best behavior. But I will also say this is a tough position for Mars in the sign of Libra. And the reason for that is Mars is our planet of aggression, it's our fight, it's our warrior planet, and when it's in the sign of Libra, which is all about diplomacy, peace, and equality, woohoo, that really can lead to passive aggression. So it's very important to keep that in check. Find creative and diplomatic ways to express anger or frustrations. Don't just stuff it, guys, because that can really lead to this. This is the time of year when we are all focused on relationships, mending fences, and finding equilibrium in our personal relationships of all kinds. Mercury is also in the sign of Libra this week. It does go retrograde, guys, in just a few days on the 27th, so keep that in mind for this week ahead. You know, when Mercury goes retrograde, we start rethinking, reviewing, revising, rescheduling, rejuvenating. All those rewords apply to that motion. And when it comes to the energies of Libra, we are rethinking relationship dynamics. We are reviewing them. We are fine-tuning them. We're going back and saying, you know what, I could have done better here in my relationship. I should have said this. Maybe I need to apologize for something, etc. So don't be afraid of this. This is going to be coming, and it's going to do some very positive reworking for us. Some of the really nice trines that we have right now to our Libra planets especially are going to be Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius. It is in a trine to the Sun and Mars, sorry. And this is going to give us a lot of ability to work through some heavy foundational circumstances. It actually gives us an energy to go the distance and work, and in our jobs, and in anything that we've really committed ourselves to and that we need to be responsible and accountable for. So I would say that if you've got a lot on your plate and you have been procrastinating or putting it off, this is an excellent time to get that going, because, you know, last year and earlier this year, we were dealing with a lot of Saturn-Mars square energy, and that puts so many things on hold. That puts so many things at a blockage. Now that Saturn is making this trine, which is a free-flowing energy pattern to Mars, the wheels are turning. Things are moving. So don't put off anything that needs to be gotten done, because the energy will absolutely be there. Jupiter is also in Aquarius, 23 degrees, and it is in harmony with Mercury. This is going to be the great benefactor. This is going to be the thing that helps us greatly through the process of our upcoming Mercury retrograde, because Mercury will be in retro, but it will have the beneficial trine from Jupiter. So I really feel that this retrograde is going to be something that opens up our eyes, brings a lot of expansive qualities, and instead of reworking things and making you feel like, oh gosh, I've got such setbacks, and oh, I've got so much to do, and there's so many things I need to heal in my relationships, and I don't know how I can do it, this is going to bring that more optimistic mindset of like, yeah, I might have a lot to do, but this is going to be a good thing that I'm working through. This is about making plans, going towards the future, coming out of stagnation. So lots of good energy here. Tonight in particular, our moon is in Taurus. It is conjunct Uranus. So we're definitely going to be having some electrical and interesting hijinks coming up in our messages, I'm sure, because that brings up a lot of truth, a lot of electrical energy. So I'm sure this is going to be interesting, what we're going to be pulling here tonight. It should be very insightful as well, because we've got that trine rocking to Pluto from the moon and Uranus. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull out the different decks. Tonight I am using the Crow Tarot. Yes, autumn has returned, and so will my autumn decks. I will be using my Halloween type tarot cards as we go along this month. So yeah, I've had to be real careful. Thanks, Gwen. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I've just been really working hard. Ever since last week, I just jumped right in, and it's been like, oh, I've still got a bit of a headache, but I'm hanging in there. And these are going to be short readings, so they're not going to be like super intense and long. So we're just going to pop through them. I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little holy water in the space. I'm not going to burn anything tonight because my allergies have been really bad, and I'm not gonna do that right now. So I'm sorry for those of you who love me to burn things. I usually love burning things too, but tonight the holy water will have to suffice. And I accidentally broke my mallet for my tuning forks, so so those are on hold as well until I get a new one. So let's go ahead and start, guys. Let's get into Aries. Let me just say hello to those that are hey there, Krista. Good to see you back. Heart of Gold, Francisco, Gwen, of course, David. Wow, so we got a big Capricorn group in here tonight. Can they hang with us? We got Krista, Heart of Gold, me, David. We got a lot of goats in here. That was really interesting. We got a lot of little Capricorns running around, goats chewing up the furniture and the plants and everything else. All right, so let's start out with our Aries. Let's see what we have for them first. We got to put them at the first of the line. They're going to get upset if we don't. You know that. So Aries, I hope you are having a great week. This is your Friday night love messages for the week ahead. Hey, Silver Star, she knew, see? She knew. She knew that Aries was being called out. Hey there, Sharon. Thanks for being here. All right, so Aries, these are your weekly love messages and forecast. We're going to pull a few cards and see what Spirit has to say for you. Let's see what we have for Aries in love for this week ahead, please. And notice these can be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. So take them as they resonate to your personal situation, Aries. Ooh, we got the card of courage. That's your keyword for the week, Aries. So if there's anything that's been making you feel kind of nervous, scared, or intimidated in love, summon up your courage, summon up your strength, summon up that lion-hearted energy. We got that lion in there. Some of my Aries might be dealing with a Leo or someone with some Leo energy, or there could even be a battle of egos or of willpower this week in a love relationship. So don't let that get you down. Stay strong. Don't get discouraged, even if it seems a little bit challenging. Let's get into your tarot. We're going to pull 3 cards for you, Aries. Ooh, I think there's going to be quite a victory in your week, actually, and a lot of clarity coming through. We're starting out with the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is all about a victory, success, recognized achievement. So I feel like, you know, whatever it is, even if there's challenges in your love life this week, you have a great potential for success with them. Especially, like I said, if you're working with a fire sign, that's really strong. You could be working with a fellow Aries or Sagittarius, but I'm really feeling a lot of Leo on this. Right in the center, we do have the 4 of Wands. Sorry, not 4 of Wands. We're 4 of Swords. And this, to me, is the classic take a break, take an extra nap, get extra rest. So I would say, Aries, really moderate your energy this week in your love life. Sometimes you need to push ahead a little bit. Sometimes you need to hold back. If the timing doesn't feel right, let it rest, right? Sometimes the worst time to try to talk to someone or try to work out an emotional issue is when you're both tired, you're both exhausted, you've worked a long day. That's not the time to have those deep conversations. So make sure that you're getting some rest in between these cycles. I do feel like there is a major victory, though, this week in your love life with this Ace of Swords. This, to me, is the hand of Spirit coming in, giving you the answers that you need. Maybe you've needed some clarity around an issue in this relationship or potential relationship, and this is what kind of slices through that veil of concealment, mystery, and it really gets to the heart of the matter. You could also be dealing with an air sign this week, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, because those are also signs that come up very strongly here. But overall, this feels like a very good week. I would say that you should stay in a positive alignment. Don't get discouraged. There's going to be a lot of successes, but make sure you're moderating your energy. Don't push too hard, and don't be too complacent either. Find that nice balance. Let's get an affirmation for you. Protection. Yeah, I feel like you are feeling very vulnerable this week, and that's partly why that courage card is coming up. So strong protective magic for the family and the home. You know, this could deal with something within a family dynamic or a home situation where you just really need to feel safe, protected. Maybe you're concerned for people around you as well. It's not just about you. That's where that protective roaring lion comes out. Like, you might be ready to face someone this week and just say, back off. Back off of my person. Back off of my loved ones. That could be really strongly coming through this week, Aries. All right, let's let's get into Taurus next. Taurus, I hope you are having a wonderful week. These are your weekly love and romance messages for the week ahead. These can be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, in separation, so take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Let's see, please, Spirit, what we have for Taurus in love and romance this week. Transformation. Ooh, and I really do feel this one's strong for you, Taurus. Venus, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Scorpio right now, and that's very transformative. That means it's also moving through and highlighting your universal relationship house. So Taurus, there's a lot of transformation, a lot of change going on in the relationship sector. If you're already with somebody, you may both be, or one of you is going through a big life transition. Could be, you know, working on taking a new job, studying for a new career, moving from some new place to another new place, something big that brings up some psychological and emotional dimension that may need to be healed and worked through. But there's a whole new life emerging. So keep in touch with that. And I would also say that for my single Taurus, out there, you may be really looking towards a very new kind of relationship than anything you've had in the past, and your heart may be transforming greatly this week into a bright new reality of what love looks like in the future for you. So let's get into your tarot, Taurus. Let's see what we have coming up for you. Ooh, yes, look at that. Big changes. So the Hanged Man comes up first. That is our Neptune ruled card. This is the card of timing, new perspectives, seeing things from a different, approach, or from someone else's perspective. This can also be releasing old situations, old baggage, old things that held you back, especially those of pride or the ego. So there is a lot being released. We also have the Page of Swords, which is calling you to embrace new perspectives, new thoughts, new ideas, not to get too rigid in the way that you've always done it. Taurus, I know you can be a stubborn sign, and sometimes you guys can just be like, nope, I've always thought of it this way, I've always done it this way, I'm never going to change it. But this is a week where it's really coming in. This is new thoughts, this is new messages. Pages are messengers, swords are air energy, the intellectual energy. So there's a lot of new communication, new thoughts coming in. So it's really calling for you to be a little more flexible and versatile in the way that you take in information. And I believe that when you do that, look at this beautiful 10 of Cups that's coming in the outcome card. So this is a very positive week. I think a lot of things are being changed. A lot of things are being shaken up and shaken out. You may be called to release some things or sacrifice some things, to see things from someone else's perspective. But if you are willing to do that, if you are willing to let that energy change you, it is going to turn out so beautifully. The 10 of Cups is a card of ultimate happiness, wish fulfillment, love being granted. So this is a beautiful reading indeed, indeed. Let's get an affirmation on this for Taurus, please. Insight. Yes, look at that. It is the element of the mind here. Opens the third eye, strengthens intuition. Like I said, you've got to be open to receiving, processing, and being flexible with new energies, guys. That is where it's all at. And for for Gwen, my moderator in the chat, she's like, there's all the blackbirds in these cards. I say, this is the Crow Tarot. Every one of them has crows. Now that autumn's here, I can bust out all my kind of Halloween style, autumn style tarot cards. It's not just you. She's like, how many birds are in that deck? Lots of them. Every card has birds. I know, if it was me and I didn't know it was a crow tarot, I'd be like, why are there so many birds? That's hilarious. All right, let's get into Gemini next. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Gemini, this is going to be your weekly love and romance messages. I hope you guys are doing well. And keep in mind, these are going to be for anybody, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation. So take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Dear Spirit, let's see what we have for a Gemini, please, this week ahead in love and romance. Ooh, Gemini, manifestation, always an exciting card to pull. But when it comes to love and romance, this might be you in a big way manifesting somebody new into your life, manifesting your current relationship going to the next level, bringing about some new dream, hope, or goal that you've had as a couple. It's like something you both have been really wanting to create together. So this could be a very, very powerful week of realization. I also have to mention that the artwork of this card does remind me of the Magician card in the traditional tarot, which is one of your power cards, Gemini. You know, that's one of your gifts, is being able to manifest all those thoughts and ideas into something real, into reality. So let's get into some tarot messages for you, Gemini. Wow, okay. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. We're starting out with the Two of Cups, so very strong love connection, very strong meeting of the minds and hearts here, whether this is someone new, someone you've had your eye on, or someone you've been with for a very long time. The romantic connection is strong and it's coming up very, very powerfully here. Next we have the Six of, let's see, Six of the Wands. I think that's right. Or is it Seven? No, it's a Seven, isn't it? No, it's a Six. 5, 6, 7. No, it is a 7. 7 of Wands. Sorry, I'm just a little bit new to these. Yeah, this is the 7 of Wands. That's right, because he's standing up, guarding his space. So my feeling this week, Gemini, oh my goodness, I'm just going to show you the third. We're going to show you all of them. We've got the Two of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. So my feeling this week, and this may speak more directly to some of you than others, obviously, but this feels almost like you are standing up to protect your love connection against people who might be trying to hurt it. It really is. And there may be people in your life or circumstances, like, you know, around a career or situation where you're surrounded or you're, you know, in proximity to someone who really doesn't have your best interest or your best interest as a couple at heart, right? And this is someone you really want to avoid, because even if you're single, Gemini, and you're talking about, oh, you know, I really want to meet someone new, or I've met someone new I'm excited about, this is the kind of person that's just going to poo-poo it. They're going to, you know, crap all over it and make you feel stupid for even saying something. These are narcissists. These are energy thieves in the 5 of Swords. These are people that step on others to get ahead and don't care who they hurt to get there. So I feel with this 7 of Wands, this is you standing up for yourself, not putting up with it and walking away if you need to. And it might be harder for some of you than others, because some of these guys could be family members. They could be, you know, work associates. They could be people you really don't want to create any feeling of ill will with, but you can't, you know, put up with them like treating you bad or talking bad about your love, right? Or your love interest or who you're with. And so it's like you're really protecting that love, that energy, that connection, because it's not worth putting up with that negativity or that nastiness. Yeah, on the bottom we have the Tower. So there really is this feeling that you're gonna be knocking something down, because the 7 of Wands really stands in its power and it says, you know what? I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not going to tolerate you talking bad about me or talking bad about my dreams for relationship or the relationship that I'm already in. Wow. It's a strong week, Gemini. I felt that you were very feisty in your autumn reading last night too. We did the autumn live stream. And those, forecasted the next 3 months of autumn. Very feisty month. Like there was battles and all kinds of stuff that you're like punch, punch, punch. So you might be really embracing your little inner warrior this next couple months here. Just letting you know that. And let's get into an affirmation for this reading for you. Triple spiral, yes. Walk in the sacred path, Gemini. It's like you're meant to do this. You're meant to stand up for yourself and others, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. There's no doubt some lessons that are coming through here as you deal with whoever or whatever this situation is. So try not to let it get too heavy for you. Try not to take it to like, oh, why am I dealing with this person? Why am I dealing with that? Why am I having to go through this? Instead, realize this is one of life's lessons. I've got to establish good boundaries around myself and my relationships and not let these negative people come in with their destructive words and thoughts. Whew. All right. Cancer, we're going to go into your sign next. Let's see what we have got for you in your weekly love and romance messages. Keep in mind, Cancer, these are going to be for any of you, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. So take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Dear Spirit, let me see what you have for our beautiful Cancers for this week ahead in their love and romance. Well-being. Oh, Cancer. This is a great card, especially for you. Not only do we have that gorgeous full moon rising, and you are ruled by the moon. So I would say this is a week. Oh, yeah, and she's resting. She's just like, I'm just chilling out under this full moon. Oh, that's a good feeling. So I would say attend to your well-being, attend to the needs of your heart and soul. If you're currently in a relationship, this could be a week of health, healing, taking care of yourselves and of each other. Make sure you're eating well, make sure you're getting enough rest. If you guys have both been very exhausted or working hard, this is a time to just take some downtime and really tune in to the inner needs of your body, your soul, your heart. Let's get into your tarot for the week. Ooh, nice balance coming back in. This is a week of restoring balance and moving forward for sure. We're starting out with the 7 of Cups. And so this can be that feeling of being a little emotionally overwhelmed. There's a lot on your table. You might have been procrastinating about something, or you as a couple might have been procrastinating about something, but this is a card that really says you've got to look inside all of these cups and make the choices that you are guided to make. Some of these have poisonous snakes, some of them have the jewels, some of them have the laurel. That is, a victory, success. So you really do have to go through each one of these and see which one is the best. You might have also been kind of exhausted lately. That's where that well-being card comes into play. And if this is something you've been procrastinating in a relationship, or maybe responding to someone who's interested in you, it's time to attend to the needs of that. That's part of that well-being card. Going into the central card, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel that things are coming out of movement. If you've been needing to make a choice, needing to go forward on something, I believe you will make the decisions that take you there, because this is Jupiter rulership. It takes us out of stagnation and into great movement, expansion, greater optimism, and hope. You might be dealing with either a Sagittarius this week, or a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius. Those signs are all part of the Wheel of Fortune. Overall, though, this to me is a week of love and harmony and balance being restored in your personal life, because the 2 of Pentacles always says, yes, there is some work to do, and you may have some work to do to maintain the well-being and the harmony of your personal relationships this week, Cancer. But we want you to bring a little bit of harmony and a little bit more fun into the daily life. You might also be working out some financial stuff with your significant other this week. So if that's part of your story, don't be afraid to go ahead and start working on balancing the budget, thinking about, you know, how you're going to pay the bills or how you're going to fund that next dream together, because that's a very strong message of the Two of Pentacles. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Cancer. Achievement, yeah, and I do feel that there is something to be achieved here, albeit through a very beautiful path of healing and self-care very strongly. Win the award, the accolade, or the contract. I do feel that there is great balance and greater luck and success coming back to you, not only in love, but maybe in joint finances or a partnership that you have, possibly even with your significant other. You know, you might be in a business together with them, and this is a week to really get that balanced, get it healthy, get it strengthened up. Very nice. That's cute, Gwen. Yeah, I like that energy too. It's because of my dad. He loved football. I have a real nostalgia, especially for like the college football stuff. He loved that so much. All right, so Leo. Welcome to Leo. This is your weekly love and romance messages for this week ahead. Leo, I hope you have been having a fabulous week. Hope you are doing well. Keep in mind that these messages are for any of you, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. So take these messages as they resonate to you. Dear Spirit, let's see what we have for our beautiful Leos in their love and romance messages for the week. Look at that, Leo. Ooh, both you and Aries picked the same key word, courage. And look at that. I mean, you're right on your own card here. We're doubling up our lion here, I'm telling you. I said, you know, to the Aries folks, you might be working with a Leo. So if you're working with an Aries, you might want to go watch their reading too and get the messages from that one as well. But I would say the same things to you. This is a week of having courage in relationships. You do have a very big heart, Leo. I know sometimes that can be tough, you know. It's like, because when you've got a big heart, you can love big, but you can also get hurt big, right? So this is a week where if you've been feeling kind of vulnerable, kind of scared, maybe nervous to ask out your, you know, crush or someone you've got your eye on, you've definitely got to strengthen up. Remember that you are strong, you are brave. Don't let things get you down. Let's get into your tarot messages for our lions out there. Woo! Yes, Leo! All right, for my lions, the Queen of Wands. She is a Leo queen, and there she is. That means she's one of your power cards in the tarot. This is a queen that's generous, vibrant, strong, bold. She gives very openly of her emotions, her gifts, because she knows that there's always more from source coming her way. So she's never afraid to be open because of that. So I would say, Leo, you know, if you've, you know, been through some things before in love, and all of us have, this is really that challenge to you to say, step it up. Don't be afraid. You might feel like you're putting your heart on the line or you're making yourself really vulnerable, but that's also your strength, is your ability to love and give from a big, generous, glowing place. We do have the Devil card here in the center, and so to me, this is Capricorn energy. You might be dealing with a Capricorn or somebody that's just working too hard. You might have somebody in your life that's like, I really miss them, I really want to see them, but they're always working, they're always doing something. This can also be for especially my single Leos, that if you have been in a situation where you have been stuck, stagnant, feeling like you can't get out of a certain situation, this is calling you to break free, because that Devil card can many times inhibit our growth, or it can keep us stuck in routines that don't make us very happy. So this is definitely calling you to do what makes you happy and having the courage to step up and go there. Going into the immediate future, we have this Six of this is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups to me is such a card of nostalgia, remembrance, wishing for something or someone to come back into your life. So this could also be for some of you a week of reconciliation or working together with somebody that you feel like you miss very strongly. This can also lead to some messages of the inner child and doing inner child work. But Leo, because these are love readings, I would say that this has a lot more to do with someone who's missing you or you missing them and wanting to have some sort of reunion. That may not speak to everyone, that may just be for some of you, but I would say that in any situation, this is a week where you're really being called to be strong. Don't be afraid to put your heart out there. Don't be afraid to speak from your heart. And, make your feelings known to someone that you really love, especially if you've been holding back for a while, especially if you've been really, dampening yourself down, right? It's time to break free. It's time to do what's going to make you happy and not be afraid to say it, not be afraid to speak it. Let's get into your affirmation for the week, Leo. And we have the element of earth. So it's also important to stay grounded, right? Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So if there's been a lot of ups and downs, Leo, make sure to get outside, sit on the earth, do whatever it takes to make you feel very grounded and very centered in your physical body. I also look at this connected to that Devil card because that is Capricorn, and Capricorn's an earth sign. So if you're dealing with an earth person or an earth energy sign, that's coming up very strongly too. Get a little bit more in tune with their energy, because their energy is going to be a little different from yours. Very nice. All right. Let's get into Virgo. Virgo, I hope you are doing great tonight. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. These are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. We're going to be looking at just the themes and energies coming your way. Keep in mind that these can be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. These can resonate however you take them to your personal situation. So dear Spirit, dear angels, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos this week in the realm of love and romance, please. Nice, very beautiful energy, Virgo, with the card of home. I would say that this is a week where, you might feel a lot of love in the home environment. If you're already dating somebody or seeing someone or sharing a home with someone, the home is a very strong source of love, connection, peace, healing, grounding, and stability. This could also say for some of my Virgos, if you're new in a relationship, if you've just started something, you might be bringing them home to meet your family, or might be bringing them back to your house to cook them dinner or something else this week, Virgo. Just saying, just saying. And if you're single, Virgo, this could also point to you, finding a new home, having a new home center that gives you the power, the energy, the openness to be welcoming a new love into your life. So let's get into your tarot. We're using the Crow Tarot, guys. Getting into our autumn season. Let's see what we have, Spirit, for Virgo. Nice. Love offers coming in. Love offers coming in, and a whole new life for some of you. The beginning card is our Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is Libra energy. We just started Libra season, so I almost feel like this is the perfect card to open that up, because it's that first card of, you know, the minors in that sword suit. So it's like this is procrastination, indecision. Some of my Virgos, you literally might be saying, should I bring them home? Should I bring my new love interest home? Should we start a home? Should we move in together? This is a decision back and forth for some of you right now. For some of you, you might have been procrastinating on something for a while in your love life, and it's time to make a decision. It's time to do something that's going to break you out of that. So right in the center, we're getting the Ace of Wands. And so to me, it's like if you make some big decisions this week, you come out of procrastination, Virgo, it's going to open up a whole big brand new life for you. And Spirit is really assisting in that, because the aces are always the hand of Spirit coming in with some kind of a gift for us. And the Ace of Wands is a gift of new life, new vitality, new enthusiasm, optimism, and excitement. Going into our last card of the week, we do have the Knight of Cups. So this is why I say there are love offers that are opening up here. Yep. And whether you are single, whether you are coupled, this is all working out there. And this is Pisces energy. This rules your personal relationship house there. And so this could be, you know, new love offers, old love offers. And it's all about opening up to that. It's all about believing that you can let that in. Because if you've been closed or in indecision about accepting somebody's offer, or even entertaining the thought of getting into a relationship at all, for some of you, it's like it really is a conscious decision that has to be made to open up that door, to open up those possibilities. And I know you're a Virgo, so even if those love offers come in, yeah, it's even on the bottom. Look at that. 7 of Cups. You're going to investigate it. You're going to examine it. You're going to turn it all over and look at the bottom and check the serial number, all that stuff. I know is what you're going to do, but but this is just telling you, please be open, Virgo. Please be open to sharing your home and hearth and the possibility of that connection. Let's get into an affirmation for you. You got the love charm. I'm telling you, Virgo, it's like I almost feel like love energy is knocking at your door. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. Yeah. I mean, you're really wanting this on some sort of deep level, or calling it in. It's all about your choice. Do you open the door or not? And you know, if you're already in a relationship, this could be someone really asking to go to the next level with you very strongly. Sorry about my nose, guys. It's sniffly. Yeah, it's a strong message this week for you. All right, Libra. Let's see what we've got. Happy birthday to all my Libras who have already celebrated a birthday or will be celebrating one coming up very soon. We are in your season. These are your love and romance messages for the week ahead. Keep in mind that these are going to be general. So whether you are single, coupled, in separation, those can apply to anyone. Just keep in mind for your personal situation how they resonate to you. So dear Spirit, let's see what we have for our fabulous Libras coming up in their love and romance messages this week. Boundaries, always a powerful card. And I think for Libra, there's a couple signs that boundaries are even more important. And I would say that Libra, This is a week of such a event. You are going to put your boundaries down, be very firm about those. You're really also going to the next level and saying people need to treat me right. They can't just wipe their feet all over me and treat me however they want to and expect to stay in my life. So if you're new to love, if you're newly into a relationship, this is a perfect time to kind of set those boundaries right from the start. If you're looking for something new in love, put those boundaries out right away. You know, don't answer, like dating profiles that just don't look like they're going to work for you on any level. Don't do that. And even in an existing relationship or something you've been in for a long time, you might have to redefine some of those boundaries in your love life this week to just let them know this is okay with me, that's not okay with me. Let's get into your tarot, Libra. Let's see what messages we've got expounding on this. Yes, and you might be, ooh, hee. Okay, we're going to take them all. We're going to take them all. Page of Swords. Yes, first off, new messages, new ideas, new thoughts. You might have been, somewhat okay with something from the past or letting something slide from the past. And now you're like, you know what? I really need to say this. I really need to put this out there. The other thing that I would say with the Page of Swords is that I would not listen to idle gossip. So if idle gossip or people trying to stir up trouble in your love life or in your life in general, I wouldn't listen to that. I would only listen to information that you know is solid and coming from a good place. Ace of Cups is at the center of this reading. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful card in a love reading because it is the hand of spirit coming in with the gifts of emotional abundance, spiritual connection. So I do believe that great love is very possible for you, or going to the next level in a love relationship is very possible. The Hanged Man is here as well. So you may be working to see things from both sides of a perspective, seeing things from the other person's point of view as well. This is also a card of letting go of anything negative that especially regards the ego or unhealthy self-pride. I would also say that this is spiritual awakenings, and it's also timing. Timing is involved here. Don't speak before you feel like you're ready, right? Wait till the timing is really right. On the bottom, Libra, we've got the Queen of Swords. So you might be getting ready to either kick someone out if they don't respect your boundaries, if they don't listen, if they don't seem to care. Boy, I think we've all been there. We've all been there where we tell someone, we have this is a boundary, this is important to us, and they just step right over it. So if that's your situation, this is on the bottom of the deck is our Queen of Swords, another Libra power card coming in here, I'm saying. And so I would say that this is really telling you that if they don't respect your authority, if they don't respect your boundaries, don't be afraid to cut them out. Don't be afraid to walk away. You have to protect yourself this week. But the right ones will respect those boundaries. They will not put you down for them. And those kind of people, those relationships will flourish greatly this week. So let's get into an affirmation, please, for Libra. Yes. Ooh, what a powerful week. Breaking bad habits. For my single Libras, I really feel this one too. Self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices or anything that's, and in a love reading, the vices are negative people that don't treat us right, people that don't honor our boundaries. So Libra, especially for my singles, if you're out there looking, dating, meeting new people, it's time to break bad habits of accepting people that don't treat you right or give you less than you know you deserve. That's beautiful. Wow. Strong Queen of Swords kind of reading for Libra this week. The right ones are going to get better, though. The right relationships are going to get stronger and even nicer and better. That's what I feel with that. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have got for you. Scorpio, this is going to be your weekly love and romance messages. So I hope you have had a great week. This is going to be all about the themes you're bringing in love. So keep in mind these are for anybody, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. Take them as they resonate to your personal situation. Dear Spirit, dear angels, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Scorpios this week in the area of love and romance. And Scorpio, it is reconciliation. Beautiful. So if you've had any kind of recent falling out, any kind of argument, back and forth scuffle with someone, it's time to reconcile. It's time to apologize if you need to. Maybe accept one's apology if they give it to you. There is a sense of forgiveness and coming back together, mending fences, and rebuilding bridges this week. So let's get into your tarot messages. Ooh, very nice. Oh my goodness. What a nice read for Scorpio here. For starting out with the Four of Pentacles. So to me, this is a classic one. This is like, I've been holding on to you. I've been holding on to something in my heart chakra. Maybe you've been really afraid to let it go or to speak what's going on inside of you. When it comes to like a life reading, this is more financially motivated because it's the Pentacles. But in a love reading, this is really like, I've been holding on to something deep in my heart. Maybe it's somebody from your past that you just can't let go. They just can't let you go. And you finally have that honest, conversation about what you're going to do about those feelings. Also, I would say that this, for my single Scorpios, could simply be the fear of opening up and letting love in because you're just afraid of getting hurt, afraid of getting taken advantage of, that kind of energy. So it's really important. It's okay to be cautious, Scorpio. It's okay to be careful. But this is a card of saying, if you hold on too tight, you can't let any more into your life. So this is really a card of kind of relaxing, letting things come to you with that Three of Wands on the next card out. So I don't feel like it's a week where you really have to super chase this down. I feel like they'll come to you more than you having to come to them, especially if you've already said how you feel, or if you put it out there. Maybe you send them that email, you send them that letter, you leave them that voicemail, and then the ball is in their court and they come back to you, right? That's the feeling that this gives me. And I feel like it could make you really happy. It could make you feel really happy this week with this Empress card. Strong Libra and Taurus energy, strong Venus energy, because she is a Venus-ruled card. But it really feels like creativity, abundance, happiness, overflowing, heart energy being restored. On the bottom of the deck, too, it just keeps getting better. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever you were afraid of losing with that Four of Pentacles, boy, does it get restored to you with that Ten of Pentacles this week. So don't be afraid to open up just because you think you might get hurt. Definitely take the chance this week, Scorpio. It's a beautiful reading. Let's get into your affirmation. Look at that, abracadabra with wings. Luck is on your side, Scorpio, when this little guy comes up. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Yeah, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you wanted it to, it is definitely worth the risk. Absolutely. If you need to apologize, if you need to take the call, if you need to talk to someone and tell them how you feel, put it on out there. Not a bad idea at all for this week ahead. Let's get into our Sagittarius next. So Sagittarius, I hope you are doing great out there. These are your weekly love and romance messages for the week ahead. These are going to be general, so keep in mind that these could be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in a separated situation. So let's see what we have. Dear Spirit, dear angels, show us what you have for our beautiful Sagittarians in their love and romance life this week. Ooh, favorite card for Sagittarius coming out is travel. Yeah. Sagittarius, you are a sign of travel. You are a sign of movement. You are a sign of making plans to have travel and movement. And you are always on the go. So this could really say for some of you, you might be really in love with someone that's at a distance from you that you need to travel towards, or they need to travel towards you. This could be part of your love life this week. For a lot of you, I know it is. For anyone else, this could be saying, my single Sagittarians, if you're traveling this week or making plans for travel, you might meet somebody very, very special indeed on this trip. So let's get what we have from the tarot for you. Let's see what those messages are going to be. Wow, definitely some movement here, Sagittarius, this week. Some of this could be a little upsetting. Some of this could be a little upsetting. And I feel like you might be leaving behind something or someone or a certain situation. You might even be leaving where you live to go to something better. And maybe especially if you say, you know, love hasn't worked out for me here, nothing has worked out for me, I'm ready to go somewhere else and change the energy entirely. Nine of Wands is a little bit of that wounded warrior. It really tells me you've been fighting hard to protect something or someone you care about, and you're tired. Like, you still have that energy, you still have that ability to keep fighting, but you are exhausted from it as well. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords. This is one of the toughest cards in the tarot, no doubt about it. And so that's why I think for some of you, you might be having that question, what have I been fighting for? Is this person or this relationship really worth it? Or are they toxic? Or are the people around them toxic? Because sometimes that Seven of Swords is a lot of troublemakers, people not being honest. And so I think for you, because these are general, you've got to play that out. Is the person you're with being honest? Are they being open? Are they being truthful? Are you being open, honest, truthful? Or do you have a lot of interference around you? Negative, narcissistic, energy thief kind of people that keep messing with your relationship. If that's the situation, you may take your honey and say, let's get the heck out of here. Let's go somewhere new. And the reason I feel like there's such a complete change of foundation is we have the Tower. This is Mars energy. Mars just entered the sign of Libra, right? So to me, the foundations that are being shaken up and changed have a lot to do with the health of our relationships and the foundation that we're building. The Tower is all about knocking down that old tower if the foundation is crumbling and rotten, right? So to me, I think this is a strong reading, Sagittarius. It could be applied in a couple different ways depending on your situation. But overall, I do feel like the health of your relationship, the future of your relationship life, whether you're already with someone or not, is really about what kind of foundations you have in your life, what kind of social circle, what kind of daily habits and routines. Many times the Tower is seen as an upsetting card or a card of chaos because it can be that bolt from the blue, the hand of spirit coming in to remove a foundation that isn't working, that isn't healthful, so that you can rebuild something that is. Wow, this is quite a reading, but there's definitely some movement. There's definitely some going forward into something much more positive, much better, much more, rooted, stable, emotionally grounded, and trustworthy. Let's get into an affirmation for you. The labyrinth. Yeah, you're definitely walking your path. Definitely walking your path this week. There's that travel again. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and creating greater enlightenment. This is happening in your personal relationship, Sagittarius. For some of you, I just feel like you're taking your honey and getting the heck out of there, or they're grabbing you and saying, "Let's get out of here. let's pull up stakes. Let's move. Let's get new jobs. I have a whole new life." That's not for all of you, but I'm just getting that message very strongly for some of you, for sure. All right. Woo, clear that. That was a heavy one. Good one, but heavy one. All right, Capricornus. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope this has been a wonderful week for you. These are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead, Capricorn. So I hope that this finds you well. Keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with all of you, and they are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, in a separated situation, whatever that may be. So take it to resonate with your personal situation or not. If it doesn't resonate with you for any of these readings, guys, always check the placements of your personal natal chart. You're going to get more information by watching the other signs that you have in your chart as well. Dear angels, dear spirit, let's see what we have, please, for our Capricorns for this week ahead in their love and relationship life. Let's see what's happening in romance for the goats. Ooh, strong card. And I think Gemini had this card too. Manifestation. This is a week of making things happen, Capricorn. If you've been a single goat for a while and you've really been wanting to manifest a better relationship, a new relationship into your life, there it is. If you have manifested a new relationship, or you're currently with someone you love and you're very excited about, this is a week to celebrate this because you have manifested it into your life. If you're ready to go to the next level in love, you're also bringing that in. You're very magical. You're very powerful this week. Whatever it is that you want to work on creating, it's time to put your mind to it this week in your love life. Let's see what we have in your tarot, please. Messages for Capricorn. Wow, and we have the energy of the Magician coming in here. And it's like I was saying, these cards remind me a lot of each other because these are manifestors. You may start the week out a little bit unsure of where your direction is. You might feel a little off center, and you might feel a little confused. It's important, especially for Capricorns that are already in a relationship, I would say that it's important to see things from their perspective. Like if maybe they haven't been talking to you as much as you're used to, or maybe they feel a little distant, or maybe you feel a little distant, it's time to kind of see things from the other perspective, the other person's situation, to kind of understand what's going on with them. And it's also about timing. Timing is always important with this card. And I would say, Capricorn, you are a great sign for timing. Capricorns are excellent at it. They know how to feel out the timing of things better than almost anyone. Yes, sometimes we goats can procrastinate a bit, but we do that because we're waiting for just the right time, right? We know that if there's someone that we love and we're interested in, the best time to ask them out is not when they've just come out of work, they're dirty, they're tired, they're exhausted, they're not in their best mind, maybe they haven't had a good day. That's not the time for it. So we'll wait. We'll wait weeks and go, you know what? I'm gonna catch them at the right moment. And then they'll say yes. And they'll have a much more positive association with me because I didn't ask them out during a crappy day. That's a Capricorn. That's the way they function. They really do have a great innate sense of timing. So Capricorn, if you're procrastinating a little bit this week at the beginning, don't be hard on yourself about that at all, because the right timing will come. The right timing will come. You may be just shaking a little bit of dust loose. Right in the center, like I said, you're going to fall into that realm of the manifester very quickly. And the magician is not only a manifester, but also very resourceful. In Capricorn, you are resourceful. They know how to take all the gifts, all their talents, all their abilities, all their energy, and put it on that table and bring it together into something that is very magic, very transcendent, and even greater than the sum of its parts. There is a patience quality to this too, because we do have the Six of Pentacles. There's patience involved. There's balance involved. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting used to these cards a little bit. I haven't used them that often. So no, this is even better. This is even better. This is the Nine of Pentacles. I'm counting them up. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So I would say that your manifestation work this week, Capricorn, in love or in business or both, are extremely good. Extremely good. And I would also say this card is just a little bit stronger for women than for men. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of women in business, right? Women in business. And so whether you're a woman or not, whether your line is more feminine or not, either way, this is a very, very beautiful card. It's strong. It makes you feel good. You feel like you have it together. You know where you're going. I feel like you might start this week out a little bit shaky, kind of up and down, not exactly knowing which end is up. But by the end of the week, you feel much more back on track. You feel strong. You feel grounded. You feel happy with what you're doing. And there is that symbiotic relationship. I love that there's a wolf here in this card. The wolf and the crow, you know, they work together in nature very strongly, because crows are often drawn to carrion, and wolves are drawn to that as well. Once wolves, you know, take down an animal, you know, they eat up the carcass, then the crows come in and get the leftovers. So they work together in a really strong harmony in nature, you know, and to me, this is about harmonious relationships as well as money and business getting better. And Capricorn, I know when I do a love reading for you, it's like it's hard for money and work to not come into it a little bit, because let's face it, Capricorn, when you're doing well in work and business, everything around you feels a little better. If work and business aren't going good, you know, you might be in a great relationship and have a wonderful person, but you're still grumpy over there because work didn't go good today, you know. So when you got a good card that shows positivity and good movement in your work life, I know that you're going to be happier this week. On the bottom of the deck, we did have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. So you also might be really working on manifesting kind of a whole new life energy, because the Ace of Wands is bringing you those gifts of renewed vitality, passionate new beginnings in your life and in your love life. So those are very positive as well. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Look at that, prosperity. Woo, Capricorn. That's affecting your love life, a prosperous business with riches and success. I would definitely say, Capricorn, that if you're on the hunt for a job, if you're trying to take your work to the next level, if you're hoping for a good income this week, it's very, very positive. And it's positively affecting your relationship. But this is a week of big, physical, tangible manifestation. Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the manifestation card, the prosperity card. Oh my goodness. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. I say, as a Capricorn, I'm ready. I think we all are. Let's claim that. All right. Let's see what we've got for Aquarius up next. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. These are your weekly love and romance messages for the week ahead. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have for you. Aquarius, keep in mind these are general readings and can apply to anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in a separated relationship. Take it as it resonates to your personal situations. Dear Spirit, dear angels, please show us what we have for Aquarius in love and romance. Oh, we have blessings, Aquarius. Look at that. So your relationship life is super blessed this week. You have good things in your life, whether you're already coupled, whether there's somebody already in your life, or if you're single, if you're searching, either way, your love life is being blessed very, very strongly this week. So if you have someone already, you might want to express a little extra gratitude, a little extra happiness to them and to the universe for that. And if you're still looking, be glad, be grateful, keep an open heart and an open mind, because they're about to drop something really, really beautiful right in your hands. Let's get into your tarot reading, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. You've got to watch. This is not the first time that I have felt this. This has come up. This came up actually in your reading last night around your relationships. You have really, really good stuff in your relationships going on right now, Aquarius, whether you're single, whether you're searching, whatever that is. But I really feel there are outside sources that might be either trying to either sabotage it a little bit, to diminish the happiness and joy that you have. There's a lot of that going on. So I'm just going to read these out for you. We've got the Tower, we've got the Six of Cups, and we have got the Seven of Wands. And I think some of these cards might have come up. I know that Seven of Wands has come up for you recently. So my feeling is there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of change. There's a lot going on around your relationship life right now. You might be really pulling down an old tower to rebuild a new one. Mars is definitely in play with the Tower card. This is about action. It's about taking initiative, right? And not waiting, not procrastinating till the last minute. This is about, building up something new, but you've got to remove some nasty elements maybe of the past, right? That might threaten your relationship or your future happiness in relationships. And so make sure that you're cleaning yourself inside out, making sure that you're doing the maintenance on your psyche, on your inner emotions, all of that, because we've got that Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about nostalgia, sentimentality, maybe missing someone or hoping, that you get back together. This could be very strong, especially if you are in a separated or long distance relationship. There is that sort of reminiscence, that nostalgia, that like, oh, I miss holding you, I miss seeing you, I miss being with you kind of feeling. The Seven of Wands to me says you've got to stand up for this. If there's something really positive in your life, don't let anyone tear it down. Don't let anyone negative get to you or to the relationship. The Seven of Wands is all about having courage in action, standing up for what you believe in, what you feel is right, not letting anybody attack you or attack your love or your connection. Wow. And on the bottom, this came up in your reading from last night, Aquarius, the Seven of Swords. This is why I get this feeling that there is someone or something around on the outside. This is not something that's happening, I don't feel, within the relationship for most of you, because I feel, Aquarius, you are a very open, generally very honest kind of character. The Seven of Swords is not an honest, open character. They have a lot of hidden motives, agendas. They tend to be narcissistic or energy thief kind of people that don't really tell you what they're thinking or what's going on below the surface. And so you've really got to watch for these kind of folks around you that may not have your best interest at heart. They may just be there to sow seeds of trouble and cause problems and try to create fights even between you and your sweetheart. So just be vigilant. I'm not saying be paranoid. I'm just saying watch, because I do get this feeling that there are people or someone around you that might even be just jealous. I mean, they just might be jealous. They're angry and they're looking at Aquarius like, why do you get all this good stuff? Why does this happen to you and not to me? And they might be like trying to tear you down. So just be careful of those kind of people, Aquarius, because you are very blessed. You do have a really wonderful connection if you are already coupled up, and you have great potential of something new and wonderful coming into your life if you are single. So let's get into an affirmation for you. One enchanted evening. Oh, Aquarius. I feel like this one is even stronger for my singles out there. I feel like if you've been looking, if you've been hoping, praying, asking Spirit for that right one, I feel like it all might just come together in one magical evening, one magical moment. You're just going to look across and see them there, and it's like, yes, this is my person. Or this could be one enchanted evening or day that you know is coming in the future where you get to be reunited with your person, right? Or you really rekindle that love spark if this is an old established relationship. Really nice stuff. All right, getting into our last sign of the evening, that's going to be Pisces. And I think I did have a donation earlier. Let me see who that was. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, sweetheart. Aw, yeah. I appreciate the donations, guys. I really do. It's been a slow month, so anything that people give, I'm like, thank you so much. Let's get into our Pisces, folks. So Pisces, this is going to be your love and romance reading for the energies and the week ahead. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Keep in mind, these are general reads, and they can be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated situation. So Pisces, dear Spirit, dear angels, what do you have for them for their love and romance messages for the week ahead? Lighten your load, Pisces. I like that. Yes. Pisces, I would say that you're definitely the kind of sign that takes on a lot in relationships. You tend to do a little bit more than your share. You tend to give a little bit more than your share. And this is saying it's time to treat yourself well. It's time to take care of yourself. And if you've been putting it all on yourself, if you've been letting others put it all on you, it's time to lighten that up. It's time to put down the weight of the world that's on your shoulders and say, you know what? I can only do so much. You know, you can do what you can do, and they've got to do what they've got to do. Everyone has to take ownership of their own, emotions, their own state of mind that they bring to the relationship, and you can't do more than your share, Pisces. So lighten that energy up this week. Delegate work to others if you need to, whatever it is. So let's get into your tarot messages, Pisces, please. Let's see what we have got coming up for you. There we go. Ooh, yes. Feels good, Pisces. Oh my goodness. A little bit in common with the Capricorn reading here, just a bit. So in the beginning, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, things coming out of stagnation, the wheel turning in your favor. I do feel like things are going to start improving for you this week. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, could be an Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio as well. There's a lot of signs that rule this card, but it is a Jupiter ruled card, so it does bring greater expansion, greater fortune. I feel like, for you, you might really be breaking free of some negative old paradigms when it comes to love and romance, especially for my single Pisces. It's like, no, I'm not going to do things the same old way. I'm not going to attract the same old people that have just taken advantage of me. So this is really moving into a new state of being, a much happier place. If you're already coupled, already in a situation, I feel like you're coming out of some kind of holding pattern, something that maybe had you all stuck, and it's moving forward in a much more positive way. I feel like you're overcoming as well a lot of, you know, contemplation, procrastination, and waiting on things, because the Hanged Man is here. This is one of your power cards, Pisces. This is ruled by your ruling planet, Neptune. And so I do feel that in some ways this is you stepping into your power. And your power is transcendence. It's sacrifice. It's spiritual renewal and awareness. Greater awareness coming in with a Hanged Man, really being able to see your relationship life from both perspectives, both yours and theirs. This can also be a card of letting things go, right? And timing. Timing is big with the Hanged Man. The right timing coming in to move forward, the right timing to come in to move out of that stagnation. But very, very positive card on the outcome. The Nine of Pentacles here. I was just talking about this card in the Capricorn reading. To me, it shows a beautiful symbiotic relationship here, which is very equally and mutually beneficial. Wolves and crows and wolves and ravens, they work together all the time in nature, because the crows, you know, they will clean up the scraps of the carrion from after the wolf, you know, wolf pack takes down you know, something to eat. So, you know, they work together very well. They both get fed. They both get nourished. They both help, you know, balance the ecosystem. So it's a very harmonious relationship. And it's also got a lot of abundance in this card. Nine of Pentacles is all about feeling like I'm getting my, you know, my business together. I'm getting myself together. I'm getting my relationship together. And it's coming together in a much more practical, grounded, real world kind of way. I feel like this is the week where you really step out of some old procrastinations, being really stuck in your head, some old dilemmas being solved and come to a full conclusion. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician as well. So I do feel like this is a week of some positive, powerful manifestation. And it definitely starts with you being willing to be lighter on yourself. Don't beat yourself up this week, Pisces. No matter what, don't beat yourself up. Let things be and only take responsibility and accountability for what you can own and weigh in on. So let's get into an affirmation card for you. Perseverance. Yes, Pisces, don't give up. Do not give up this week. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. And yes, there could be some challenges this week. Absolutely. But don't give up, guys. In spite of whatever's coming up around you, whatever might be feeling difficult, challenging, stay strong. Stay strong. It's going to be okay. All right, guys, we are done with our 12 signs. I will open up the chat now for personal questions. Those do come with a $10 minimum donation. You can donate through the super chat option here on YouTube, or you can do it through my PayPal link that is down below in the description box. So I do have one person already on my list. That's going to be Gwen. She did pay for a personal question last time, so she is my first person on my list. And if anyone else wants to get in there, they can go ahead and let us know. So Gwen, whenever you are ready, you can go ahead and put in your question. Let me know what you got. Or if you just want a general reading, we can do that too. We can definitely do that too. We got feisty Capricorns in this reading, in this chat. I'm telling you, we have feisty Capricorns. General read, whatever cards you want and whatever they say. I'm gonna grab, I know what I'm gonna grab, these guys right here. All right. We'll start you out with, we'll start you out, Gwen, with Spellcaster's Oracle to get you a keyword. I'm going to use the Angel Wisdom and the Everyday Tarot to do the tarot. All All right, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show me what you have for our beautiful Gwen here in the chat. Anything that she needs to know for her highest and best good, please. Ooh. Reconciliation. And on the bottom, lighten your load. Oh my goodness. So that reconciliation could be forgiveness, understanding, healing an old relationship, coming to closure with it. Reconciliation doesn't mean you always have to get back together with this person, but it just means that you're going to heal something. Something's going to be restored to balance. Whether you decide to get back together with them or not, or have them back in your life or not, that's really up to you. But there is that potential for healing, resolve, closure, etc. And as a result, guess what it does? It lightens your load. It gets that heaviness off your shoulders. Interestingly enough, this was the card for Pisces in their general, because I would say Pisces and Virgo, they do share a lot in common. And Virgo is a sign that will often take on more than they deserve to take on. So this is really telling you anything that you let go, anything that you resolve, anything that you get some closure on, it's going to help you so much. So let's get into the Angel Wisdom Tarot for you. We're going to get some messages around whatever's going on in your life. Let's tap these out. I haven't used them in a minute. Give them a good shuffle, so just bear with me for just a moment. Yeah, I feel like there is some kind of either forgiveness, some kind of reconciliation. Sure, it could be around a work situation, very possibly. Because the lighten your load card always feels like a little bit of a work card, right? It's like we've taken on so much on our shoulders, right? You know, but where you've been coming from is this Page of Cups, where it's really about forgiveness, reconciliation, emotional connection, healing conversations, healing, you know, communication of some kind. Are you out, David? Take care, hon. Thank you so much as always for being here. We appreciate you very much. Sorry I wasn't talking a whole lot tonight. I'm tired and I want to just get these done and conserve my energy as much as possible. So I was kind of like, let's just do them. Let's just do them. Let's just do them. So let's get a clarifier on the Page of Cups for you, Gwen. But yeah, I do feel like you've been very sensitive to, you know, the communication that you're getting these days, no matter what area it is. And the Page, oh yeah, I mean, this is really where you're coming from. Pages. And I do feel like you've been very open, because pages are youthful, right? They're not jaded. They're not super cynical. They're like, okay, what do you want to tell me? You know, they're not making a whole lot of assumptions. It's like, let's just talk, right? It's not super heavy and big and like, oh, we gotta have this big thing. It's more lighthearted sort of energy. And I do feel like there's a lot going on in your mind, and has been a lot going on in your mind and your heart, because this is messages of a more emotional, intuitive nature. This is messages that are much more intellectual. Could be a lot of information too that you've been having to sort through recently. And I would also say that, you know, be careful of any gossip. I always say that with the Page of Swords. Be careful of any idle gossip. Right in the center where I say, yeah, this could certainly be asked if it could be around work. Yeah, it could be, because the present energy, what you're feeling right now, what you're really focused on is this Eight of Pentacles. Doing your best work, you know, being a good example, that's a big part of it too. You know, you want people to learn by your example. there could also be a lot of energy around maybe taking a class, going back to school, getting a new certification, or a new, you know, element of education around something that you want to do. But it's definitely attention to detail, taking it one day at a time, you know, being very patient, persevering one day at a time in your work. Ace of Wands. And yeah, I do feel, Gwen, that you might be really thinking about like a whole new kind of application for your work. Whole new application for it, the Ace of Wands. And you might also be sensing or already have received some new offers, you know, some kind of new opportunity to go work or do something different somewhere else. It really just feels that way with this Ace of Wands coming through, because that's a whole brand new passionate beginning, something that really fires you up and makes you feel excited again, you know. The Eight of Pentacles can sometimes feel like that, you know, day in, day out work life, you know, where it's not super glamorous, it just is what it is, and you're doing your best every day. But then that Ace of Wands, it feels so like invigorating, brings back the fire, brings back the enthusiasm. And going forward, look at the immediate future as the Emperor, the Aries energy. So I just feel like, yeah, new certification, there you go, working on your mind block to returning to work. Yeah. Thank you, Silver Star. I'll put you on the list. Thank you. Yeah, because to me, this is like leadership, stepping into that leadership role. And yeah, getting excited about it, right? There's that fire energy coming in. And it's also, you know, Aries energy ain't the same. It ain't the same as Virgo. You may be really getting to that place where you say, you know what? I'm not taking the second best place anymore. I'm going to the front of the dang line like an Aries. I want what I want, and you're going to go get what you want. And the Emperor is a great energy, because even though it's Aries energy, it is also tested. It's tried, right? The Emperor figure is an older gentleman usually. It's like, it's not his first war. He's been through quite a few battles. You know, he's got that fighting spirit, but he's not immature. So it's a really nice energy. So this says it right on the card: accepting a leadership role, taking charge of a situation. Logic and organization will increase your success. What's better than that for a Virgo? And the Devil. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's definitely, this is a lot about work, because the Devil, the Capricorn card, Capricorn and Aries butt heads, you know. I feel like, you know, it's time for you to break out of anything that you were stuck in, anything that made you feel stagnant. To me, a classic interpretation of the Devil card is, yeah, if you have been at a job or you've been in a situation that is like all you felt like was a workhorse, you know, you felt chained to that desk or chained to that situation, and it was like, this is not fun. This is not enjoyable. Like, I do it because it's a routine and I need it or whatever, but it's not fun, right? So I really feel like, you know, it's time to break some old chains when it comes to the way that you experience your work life. It's time to have more than the minimum, because the most negative thing about the Devil and the Capricorn energy is just getting by on the minimum instead of just really flourishing and thriving. Because like I've said, Capricorn, like nobody else, can deny themselves happiness and joy, because they're just like, oh, I can do without that. Yeah. And Virgo can do a lot of that same kind of thing. They really can. So let's get a suggested approach, the best way to handle this, because I feel like you're stepping into something good and new here. Yeah. See, Gwen, and I'm saying that I feel very strongly. See, that's the Devil card, right? Where you still have these really like deep reactions to it because it was so painful, traumatic, and negative, right? It's breaking the chains of that. It's freeing yourself from that old paradigm and those old wounds. Suggested approach. I love it. Another page. This is really telling you it's time to embrace a much more kind of almost youthful, not immature, but youthful, right? It's that sort of innocence returning, hopefulness returning. Page of Pentacles is like, you're ready to go down a new path. And this is definitely part of education. It's part of having learned something. This is such a student kind of card. It's an adventurer. It's somebody that's like, yes, I'm ready to go explore something new. I'm excited about seeing what's around the corner. Good new opportunities, new areas of growth, study, career, promotions, you know, time to get back to work. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you're really stepping into your power, Gwen. Look at this, the Hermit card, your Virgo power card sitting on top of this, and the suggested approach. Do what's right for you. Follow your star. Step into your power. Listen to your inner voice, your inner intuition. Take what you've learned with you. Leave the negativity behind. I feel like you're really ready to go to somewhere new and somewhere really good. Those are great cards. It couldn't get more perfect. And let's get a potential outcome here where this is heading. Yeah, it's really good. These are awesome. Wow, it does not get better. King of Pentacles here at the end. Oh. When it comes to work, when it comes to the trajectory of this, I mean, this is just like you seated in your power, your own earth element, your own earth energy. Because to me, the King of Pentacles, it's very strong Taurus, but it really does speak for all us earth signs. And to me, the King of Pentacles is a figure that works hard, has a great work ethic, knows how to get it done, but also has the balanced understanding of how to enjoy it too. It's not just work, it's also enjoyment of the results of the work. But it's things turning out really well. Yeah, absolutely. No, these are great cards. But yeah, you're going to be breaking away from those old negative experiences. That's not going to follow you into the future. That's something you got to check at the door. And I feel like, you know, that habit's going to get broken pretty soon here. And the last page. You got all 4 pages. All 4 pages came out in this reading. There's that Aries energy. Happy, enthusiastic, childlike, vibrant, upbeat, brand new life starting. I think this is a brand new job. And it's going to probably be a really nice position. It's going to make you feel pretty good. I feel like you're going to get a decent position right out the bat. Like you're not going to have to, you know, prove yourself or struggle tremendously for it, right? The right thing. They'll know your worth and they'll give you a position according to it. That's the way that feels. This is a powerful reading. All the pages of every suit. Another one, he's coming up again. Page of Swords doubling up on the bottom. So I would just say, you know, Gwen, with all the pages there, these are new beginnings, lots of communication in all areas. Yeah, it's really like it's time to leave the old behind. Yes, with lots of butterflies. Transformation, the air element. And on the bottom, we also have the 4 of Wands. So I do feel that you need rest here as well. Like, you know, we had in the beginning, lighten your load, right? Don't overwork yourself. Don't push yourself till you break. That's so important. But you are going to have a lot of information, a lot of communication, a lot of emails and texts to answer. There's just could be a, you know, get ready for that because there's going to be a lot of back and forth soon. Yep. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time to shine was on the top. creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. And guess what's on the bottom? Successful career. A happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. Yeah, I would say it's all on your side. It's all on your side for this. It's like, it's time. It's time. The timing is right. It's a great reading. I'm glad we videotaped it. You're welcome, babe. I'm glad. I'm glad it came out. I'm glad it all came out. Because, boy, that was some, a very consistent message. A very consistent message there. That was not playing. Hey, Francisco, good to have you back. And so, Silver Star, I am ready for you. I am ready for your question. Or if you would just like a general. Those seem to be really pretty darn strong, I will say. They do tend to be quite strong. That's awesome, Gwen. Yeah. Aw, yeah. That's kind of you. You've been working hard for it, you know. That's true. You've been working hard for it, Gwen, you know. You've been through it. You've been through a lot to get there. You know, those kind of cards don't come out a lot of time unless you've really been doing the work. That's just the way that is, you know. Oh, wow. That's cool about going back to new beginnings. Yeah. Huh? General Love. Sounds good, Silver Star. Let's see what we have. All right. All right. Dear angels, dear beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what we have with our beautiful Silver Star in the chat for love and romance. General reading, please. Anything that she needs to be aware of, anything that's coming her way for her best good. Let's see what we have for her tonight. Ooh, protection on the top and confidence on the bottom. So I would say that in love and romance, you are being protected, you are being cared for. I feel like, you know, the right kind of people will come your way. You're not, you know, people that are bad for you aren't going to get through. And part of, you know, your big message here is the confidence, right? Having confidence in love, having confidence in your relationship, right? But I also feel this Mother Earth action too from the protection. So I feel like Gaia is also very much on your side with that card. That's very earthy. It's very balancing, very nurturing. You know, it's kind of that message of don't be afraid. We've got your back. You know, we're on your side. We're helping you get through this, whatever it is you're going through. So let's get some cards. Oh, just general. Okay. Okay. Well, then in general, you're protected. You're being watched over. And it's important to have confidence. Important to embrace confidence. But there's definitely that energy of protection on your side, even if you've been feeling kind of vulnerable. It's important to have that belief in yourself and build up that self-esteem right now that helps you get through anything that's got you a little nervous or got you a little bit like, ooh, which way should I go? What should I do? All right, let's get some tarot. So general messages, please. Past, present, and future to start. Ooh, yeah, you might need a little time to yourself, just a little bit. First card out is going to be the Justice card. So this is where you're coming from. So, you know, you're coming from a place of balance. We are just started in Libra season, so this could be the very immediate past. And that's really shifted up this energy of, you know, having peace, diplomacy, righting old wrongs, anything legal that you're working on, you know, being very strongly focused in on, working towards that, working towards, you know, justice and positivity. It is standing up for what you believe, being impartial, being fair, seeing all sides of a situation. It is a relationship, you know, energy too. It always is, because it's Libra, right? And you are an Aries, and that Libra energy is really starting to aspect your relationship house, right? So it's very much about, you know, creating balance and harmony in all of your personal relationships these days. And Ten of Pentacles. So you're definitely coming from a place where you kind of want ultimate fairness, harmony, equilibrium restored. You want something that's very grounded, very balanced, has you know, potential for loyalty, long-lasting connections, wisdom, growing with the years, money in the bank. All of that's real important for you going into this. Right in the center, right now, your present energy is the Three of Cups. So I do feel like you need a little time to lighten up. You need a little bit of time to just enjoy life, talk to your friends, hang out with them. This is a card of celebration and good news. So you also might be receiving some good news or having some good news of your own that creates like a real feeling of celebration and joy. Ooh, and the Star. Yeah, so you might have some real happy news. You might have some things that are really good coming in for you. And I feel like you're really, you know, working towards making, you know, the best of all situations. You're looking towards, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like if you've been kind of going through those dark nights or those difficult times, it's like you're really focused on joy now. Liberation, personal happiness. The Star is one of the most positive cards in the tarot, so it always brings through blessings, right? It's Aquarius energy too, so that's why it brings through that feeling of liberation, freedom, like, yay, I'm able to be myself, I'm able to be my true, authentic, you know, nature. It's such a good card. That's a beautiful combination because it really feels like positive messages, positive things coming through, positive celebrations. Going into the immediate future, this is why I said you might need a little time to yourself, because there's our Virgo card. And that is, of course, taking time to heal from the inside out, taking a little time to recollect. You might be having a lot of energy spent, you know, because of that Three of Cups, because of that Star. It's mass consciousness energy, so you might really be expending a lot of energy with other people, communicating, getting together with them, all that kind of thing. So you might need a little downtime to just have some reflection, some extra rest, take a little bit of time out just to be good to you. Eight of Cups. And there's something that, you know, you might be leaving behind, and it may be something to do with your health or wellness, right? Whether it's an old habit, whether it's an old routine or a pattern, or even certain people, certain emotional situations, you know, that Eight of Cups is usually leaving behind something that hasn't been the most fulfilling in search of something that is. And, you know, to me, the hermit is a little bit of a searcher as well, right? Is a person out in the, you know, wilderness searching for the truth, searching for, you know, the things that will heal them, you know, and that's a very similar energy for me. It's like, yep, I'm going to keep going on my quest. I'm going to keep going on my search for what's true for me, for what makes me happy, for what brings me health and wholeness, wellness, balance, all of those good things. Yeah. Let's get into a suggested approach on this. Yeah. If you've been working really hard, and I don't get the feeling it's bad. It's not bad stuff. You've been working on some things that actually make you really happy, that you feel very celebratory about. But yeah, you're going to need a little time. You need a little time. So let's get, like I said, let's do a suggested approach, please. Yeah, it's, oof. Never like it when this card comes up. Because I would say it kind of tells you you've got to be a little bit vigilant about the kind of people that are around you. And I actually said that, you know, the Eight of Cups, there could be a leaving behind of some certain people, some certain individual, you know, someone that just isn't it, or something that isn't it, you know. The Seven of Swords also always encourages us to be ourself, to not be a false sense of self, because I feel like what makes you happiest is when you can be your true self here with that star. So, you know, make sure you're being honest with yourself and others, and make sure they're being honest with you. Yeah, and it could be immature people, honestly. It could just be, you know, immature people. You know, doesn't matter what their chronological age is. But Page of Wands, you know, in its negative light is those immature people that are just really foolish, really silly, don't make good choices, are very self-centered, you know, all that. That's what I would be very careful about avoiding. Don't give in to their drama or their personal junk. You know, if somebody's trying to start some kind of gossip, drama, chaos in your life, just be like, no. Let's get a potential outcome on this. That's why that protection card is in there. I'm saying, you know, you're being protected from these kind of people. I really think that's a big part of this. And their outcome is the High Priestess. So keep yourself to yourself. You know, the Hermit and the High Priestess are both very spiritual, both very connected with the divine, and really, you know, very focused on listening to their inner truth. That's why a lot of the time they're considered sort of mysterious figures in the tarot. So I would really say, you know, keep your good energy to yourself and those closest to you. Don't go sharing your light with just any old person, because they're not going to do something good with it. That's the feeling I get. Keep it just between like you and just your close, personal, trusted circle, right? Because you've got some good people in your life, but they're the ones that are going to like root for you and have your back. Like people like me, I'm like, go! To build your confidence, to make you feel like, yes, you know, you've got this. That's what feels very strongly here. Let's get a clarifier on the High Priestess. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Protect yourself, babe. I'm telling you, it is. This is like, oh yeah, courage and action, standing up for yourself, knowing when you've got the higher moral ground here. So, you know, if people are coming at you, trying to start some crap, like you can just put your foot down and be like, no. Such an Aries card with her little fire stick. She's like, no. Choose your battles wisely, though, because not everybody is worth getting into a mess with. And it's really there. You know, these little drama queens and these drama starters and these gossips and these narcissists and energy thieves, they're not even worth the argument. They're not even worth the time. Don't even go there. But if you need to stand up for yourself, do it. right? 10 of Swords on the bottom, walking away from old, difficult, nasty stuff. End of a difficult cycle. End of a cycle of betrayal or backstabbery. And we've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom too. So to me, it's like anyone or anything that you let go of or divest yourself from, it's like better and newer and more awesome is going to come in to take its place. You just have to have faith. You just have to trust in that. Because you may feel like, oh, I've let go of all these people and now I don't have any friends. But yeah, but with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? So it's fine. It's fine. Let's get into an affirmation or two for you. Ooh, yeah. First card out is the Mystic Star. And that's part of your screen name here. Harmony in the home and great friendships. See? I'm just saying. The Mystic Star. The star. The great friendships. It's all coming together there. Yeah. And on the bottom, we had the fire, which is your sun sign element. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformations. Yeah. Yeah, because you got that fire. You got the fire. The fire is going to come out. Boom. That's awesome. That's actually a really awesome reading. The way that all tied together is really incredible. Yeah. Thanks, Silver. Appreciate your request, and I appreciate your donation, and appreciate you being a moderator here and just being your awesome self. We really love having you here. It was a good read. I know that's one of the toughest things. I've had to do it in my life way more than I've liked doing it, you know, is having to having to distance or completely break off from people that just aren't good for you. It's tough. It's really tough. Or people that never like understand where you're coming from, or they take everything you say the wrong way, and it's like there's no winning. There's no winning. Like you can't, it's like no matter how much you try to mend the bridge or do the thing, they just ain't gonna let it happen. You know, it's tough. It's very tough. But it's so important, because once you do it, it opens up the space for better people that will understand, that will be easy to work with coming in. Exactly, Gwen. It's a learning curve. It's part of our life's lesson. It's part of our life's path, you know. And it is tough when you're more intuitive and more sensitive. Sure it is, you know, because we have a natural, like, care for people. We want to be friends. We want to get along. We want them to like us. You know, we want to like them, right? So it is tougher when you're a more sensitive kind of personality. It is, yeah. But, you know, I'd rather have a warm, soft heart than not. You know, even though, sure, it's gotten me hurt sometimes, it's still better than being all crunchy and cynical and bitter and sour. My mom is so funny. She gave me one of those, they're a cake. It's like a bread cake. If you haven't had it before, Christmas and holidays are right around the corner, guys, so make sure you look for one. It's called a panettone. It's like an Italian fruit bread cake thing. It's really, really, really good. It's delicious. It's not too sweet, and they're so good. So if you get a hold of one, you're gonna love it. It's called panettone, Panetone. And one of the makers of these cakes has a slogan that says, "Hard to describe, easy to love." And my mom, she gave me like some of those cakes for my birthday last year, and she put that like on my birthday card. She's like, "Ariel, hard to describe, easy to love." I'm like, yay, I'm a cake. I'm an Italian fruit cake. Yeah. She put that on my birthday card. I was like, oh, I'm a cake now, okay. Yeah, it was good, but definitely, see, Krista knows, it's such a freaking Capricorn thing, I swear. Capricorns, we have a thing for dried fruit. We do. We love like nuts and dried fruit and like stuff like that. So yeah, it's like right up our alley. So good with like tea or something. Oh, I can't wait. I don't really like the mainstream materialized Christmas, but I can't wait for the panettone. They are so good, and they last a long time. So if you buy like a bunch of them, they last for like up to 6 months if they're still sealed. Yeah, they are very naturally preserving. So yeah, you can have it almost all year. Almost, not quite, but almost. Yeah, my mom is hilarious. So she's a Capricorn too. Yeah, food always has to come into the chat. It's because what she said about like hard to describe or easy that we're easy to love here. Yeah. I said, oh yeah, it's like the cake. It's a good thing. It's a good thing Moonchild is resting tonight, because otherwise she'd be in here freaking out about the cakes. She probably still will whenever she's here. Somebody's gonna bring it up and she's gonna get real excited. I know, especially cake. Oh, coconut cake. We have a Thai place up the street that just makes, honestly, the best coconut cake I've ever had. The owner of the place, Rick, this little old dude, he makes it by hand, and he said, he was like, I put 2 whole cans of coconut milk in this, and it's like his little creation. And oh, it's one of the best cakes. It is so good. Because it's a true coconut cake. It's not just like a crappy vanilla cake that they stuck some coconut on the outside of. It is a coconut cake through and through. My dad loved that cake because he was crazy about coconut. Ooh, nice, Krista. That sounds delicious. Yeah, he is. He's great. Rick is hilarious. Yeah, he's from Thailand, and he runs the little Thai restaurant right up the street, and boy, dude can cook. I wish I could learn how to make that cake, but I think that's a secret recipe of his. I don't think he would give that up easy. He'd be like, no. Maybe on his deathbed, that's when he'll finally let it go, right? Probably not even then. He'll pass it down to someone else in the restaurant, you know? That's a secret recipe. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take off. Unless there's anybody else that wants to read. And I hope I'll be back in on Sunday. I'm a little bit up and down right now on my streaming because I do have a lot to get done. I've got some personal reads to catch up on. October is right around the corner, so I'm hoping, dragon claws crossed, I'm hoping to do all my pre-recorded October forecasts for each sign. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday. Might be just kind of like what I did tonight, where I get on and just move through them very quickly so that we can at least get them out there and have the messages, because I know it's always great to get those. I know, it's hard to believe too, Gwen. It's the year of the ox. Chinese year of the ox, which technically usually moves a little slower, has ended up moving very quickly. I think most of this year was somewhat slow, but then it's really sped up, getting towards the end like a freaking snowball rolling down the mountain, you know? It's like the momentum has gathered very strongly here at the end of this year. Yeah, that's how it feels. It's like, wait. Oh, move. Okay, move. Run. It's like, what? I was half asleep. Why'd you wake me up? Oh, there's stuff going on. my darlings. Have a wonderful evening. I will be seeing you soon, whether it's Sunday or sometime next week. Hope everyone has a great night, great week ahead. And I'll talk to y'all very soon. Take care, everyone. Happy autumn.